viewers, welcome to today's class. In today's class, we simply look at how we got the sum of interior angles of a polygon to be n minus 2 times 180. Here n simply is the number of sides of a polygon. Now a polygon is any plane figure having 3 or more sides. Here on the board you see examples of polygon. Here we have a column for number of triangles and then sum of the interior angles. Here it is important for you to know how many triangles you can generate from within any of the polygon without intersecting the dividing line. So we take example for this. This is a 4-sided polygon, right? Here we have, you can get the number of triangle by dividing this. So we are having 1, 2. We don't need to put another line here because this would be intersecting the 2 lines. So we have how many? 1, 2. So we have 2 numbers of triangles. Here, this is a pentagon. We have, you can get this, you can, and this. So we have 1, 2, 3. 3. How many sides? This is 5 sides. Here we have a hexagon. A hexagon, when you do this, you see also we are having this, and this. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see this is 6, while we have the number of triangles to be 4, isn't it? Now looking at this, we know from basic mathematics that the sum of interior angles of any triangle is equal to 180. So here we simply apply this. Since we're having 2 triangles, we simply have 2 times 180. Here also we have 3 times 180. Here also 4 times 180 simply. So the sum of angles in a rectangle or square or any 4-sided polygon is simply 360 degrees. Here also 3 for a pentagon, we are having 540 degrees. As for a hexagon, we are having how many? 720 degrees. Now, how do we come about this formula? Now, to do this, let's take an observation here. Simply in mathematics is mother of all sciences, and being with the mother of all sciences, this observation and then hypothesis and then conclusion is always there. So looking at here, we simply notice that we are having 4-sided and we had how many triangles? 2 triangles. 5-sided, we are having how many triangles? 3 triangles. 6, we are having 4 sides, 4 triangles. So just from your observation, you will find out that 4 gave 2, 5 gave 3, 6 gave 4, gave 4. So looking at this, you simply find out that something is happening. 2, there is a kind of a decrement of 2 from whatever the number of sides. So 4 minus 2 gives 2, 5 minus 2 gives 3, 6 minus 2 gave us 4. So now, it entails that for any polygon, if you want to know the number of the total internal angle, you simply have to do, to find first the number of triangle, you simply notice that the number of sides simply minus 2. So if we are having an n-sided polygon, it will simply means that the number of triangles here will simply be n minus 2, isn't it? Now looking at this, the sum of interior angles, what we simply do, knowing the number of triangle, you multiply it by 180, which is the sum of angles in a triangle. So we are having here, for us to get the sum of interior angles of any n-sided polygon, we simply have n minus 2, which is the number of triangles, times 180, which is the angle, sum of angles in a triangle. So this is simply this formula. Now let's take a little example. If for instance you are asked what is the sum of interior angles in a 13-sided polygon? Now you simply know the number of sides in a 13-sided polygon. So you simply know that the number of sides is how many? 13. So you simply, to find the sum of angles in this n-sided polygon, we simply have n minus 2 times 180, which is 13 minus 2 times 180. 13 minus 2 is what? 11. 11 times 180. So 11 times 180. 180 times 11 is 0. Here we have 8, here we have 9. So we have 1. So you will simply be having 1980 degrees. So this is the sum of angles, interior angles of a 13-sided polygon. I hope with this you can understand exactly where this formula came about and the way it is applied. If you have any question, let me see your answers and your questions on the comment section. Thank you. Bye bye.